My name is Dillon Thomas. I live in Bushwick, Brooklyn, New York. And what was the other one?
Age?
Age? I'm 29.
Hey everyone, my name is Lucas. I'm here in New York, and today I brought my friend, and I want you guys to know a little bit more about him. How are you feeling today?
Feeling good, man. I'm super dehydrated right now.
And why is that?
Because prepping for shoots, man, is hard. Prepping for a shoot is like a lot of hard work into it. You can't really have a lot of water the day of. You got so I normally do water lemon, like a full gallon day before shoot, and just chug it, and then no more water after 12 a.m.
And what we did today, this morning?
What we did today was a great collaboration. We did some great shoots, great shots, and I barely speak straight because I'm so dehydrated, but
but we decided to do a YouTube video. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, we're gonna head to the park soon. Me and we just took some photos for social media. By the way, you guys should follow him. What's your Instagram?
The Dillon James Thomas.
So tell us a little bit of your story. Like,
well, I got into fitness modeling years back. Back in 2015.
2015?
Yeah, 2015.
Before that, not really.
Before that, I was a athlete.
Okay.
I did football, did baseball, did tennis. But mainly, I really loved bodybuilding. My mom got me into bodybuilding when I was a young kid. So
your mom did that?
Yeah, my mom was a bodybuilder for many years. So,
wow.
Yeah, she was very lean, and I looked up to her as a kid. So she just kept me on heavy veggies and everything. But long story short, with the modeling and all, my modeling career was on hold because I was in a major accident back in 2016. I ended up having 7 surgeries.
Wow, 7 surgeries.
Yeah.
Because of the accident?
Yeah, free fall elevator accident. I was diagnosed with chronic pain. So, I always try to send a message to people that chronic pain is a serious deal. You deal with it on a daily basis, and people think, oh, he's in great shape. Oh, that is okay. That he's got nothing to worry about. Yeah, there's nothing going on in his life. But to be honest with you, chronic pain is invisible, but you feel it. I feel it with weather change. I feel it when I get stressed. And I was diagnosed with complex regional pain syndrome, which is a very serious nerve condition. I almost lost my left leg. Almost had to be amputated, but I live by Eye of the Tiger. If I can say this, I have a docuseries dropping on Amazon in the next 6 months called Fight Story. It'll be on 7 other platforms, and it's about people that have dealt with adversity and have overcame the adversity, because I was also diagnosed with a traumatic brain injury. So a lot of things that used to come easy to me has been hard for me to articulate.
So very inspirational. It's gonna be like the stories.
Yeah, it's very, very inspirational.
Telling people's story and how
they came back from devastating injuries, brain injuries, car accidents, being smashed, their skulls smashed, and them being able to walk up the rocky steps in Philadelphia all on their own.
I'm gonna sit next back to you because how do you? Because some people would be like devastated. They would not even get out from where they were.
2018, I was hit with overcome sadness and depression, and I was around 275 at the time, and
275.
I was 275 pounds.
Pounds.
Yeah, 275 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah. It's humbling. It's humbling to talk about this with people and get this story out, because, I almost killed myself. I almost rolled my wheelchair in oncoming traffic, and something clicked. Something was like, you know what? I'm not going to do that.
I'm not going to give up.
I'm not going to give up. I'm going to embody Eye of the Tiger. Hence why I got this tiger tattoo, Eye of the Tiger, because Rocky's my favorite film of all time. And Rocky saved my life because I went upstairs right before I almost killed myself. I went upstairs and watched Rocky, and that was it. I watched Rocky.
And then you got this snap right there. Like...
Snapped. We when the pandemic hit very bad in Brooklyn and New York, I left and we went to Florida, and I lost 75 pounds in 3 months. I carried 20-pound dumbbells, 2 miles, and a garbage bag on, like Civil Linings Playbook, Bradley Cooper.
You lost like so many pounds in like 3 months?
Yeah, now...
Dedication.
Yeah, now I'm 173 pounds, around 5% body fat.
I'm kind of speechless. I wish I were like in this shape that you are right now. I'm gonna have to fight a little bit more to get there. By the way, where are you from originally?
I'm from Staten Island. Staten Island, New York.
Nice. So from now on, you gonna go towards this direction? You think like your focus, you want to do this?
I have aspirations on becoming a trainer. And it's very important to me to help others with chronic pain and that deal with chronic pain on a daily basis, because it can be very debilitating on levels of, in a relationship, that person doesn't understand the chronic pain. They find it as an excuse of why you can't get up and do the laundry or help around the house on certain days, because
you could be like, people would take as an excuse not to do stuff.
Yeah.
But it's actually not.
It's not. It's so important that you take from this is that chronic pain lives in people that deal with so much trauma. It really does. Trauma actually really explains why someone is destined to have chronic pain. I can't really give you the amount of what I've done. I've done anti-inflammation diet and I don't feel my pain right now. I'm pain-free. I get flare-ups here and there, but I would do a workout regimen that really pushes you to the next level, so your nerves, and you can shock your system and shock your muscle, and you can really approach life in a different way, and don't look at it as a diet, look at it as a lifestyle. Because if I looked at it as a diet, then I'm gonna
let you get to that.
I would lose like 20 pounds, but then gain the 20 pounds back. So I looked at it as a lifestyle. So I don't really have cheat meals. I have like maybe like once every 2 weeks I'll have a burger and fries. That's my go-to right there. But with chronic pain, all jokes aside, chronic pain is real. It really helped when I was featured on Humans of New York, because I said a quote and it stood with millions and hundreds of thousands.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I do. I said it's not a sad story, it's a Rocky story.
Nice. I like that. What about people who always wanted to go to the fitness lifestyle, but not really, didn't catch that
fire?
Start. Yeah, the fire. Yeah, right. Still trying, but need that snap. How did you find it? What, like, help them out with this? What would you say?
Man, you gotta believe in yourself. You gotta go to the gym every day and take that step and lift that weight, but also feel like, you know, that weight is also in your mind, because your body will tell you the next day you're tired. Your body will tell you that you can't go on. But like, I would say, like, you know, push past the mind-body control and shock your system, but be in that good pain. Don't be in
a good way. Yeah.
Don't be in that bad pain. Don't like, you know, because you get good endorphins when you work out. You really feel
it's not really
good.
The suffering. It's like it feels like pleasure. Actually.
Yeah, it is pleasure.
Because when you go to the workout, you have all the hormones like happiness and
yeah,
feeling
but you
good.
build that confidence. You build it's exhilarating, because when you're training and when you're lean and when you're ready, you're on a different level. You're in a different stratosphere. You know, don't be lazy in the gym. Don't be lazy in your life, Because if you are lazy, it will transition to your weight training, to your diet, to your
Anything you
lifestyle. Lifestyle. Don't live as a diet. Don't tell people, okay, I'm on a diet right now and this is my plan. Don't say that. It's a lifestyle, not a diet.
Rest day is important. Remember that.
Rest days are important. Rest days
Right?
are important.
Yeah.
So I'm a model. I'm a fitness model. So I drop 5 pounds for a week for a shoot. But that weight comes back. That weight comes back. I'm not going to be telling you, like, you know, and all fitness people that you see on social media that they stay like that 24/7. It's a lie. But, you know, for shoots and for something important, then you get down to that low body fat. But you're not able to maintain that with a healthy lifestyle and a healthy choice. You make a choice. If you want a Snicker, you make that choice. You have that Snicker.
Mm-hmm.
If you want ice cream, you have that ice cream. It's all about choice. Becoming in great shape takes a short period of time. It's not. It is hard, grinding, heart-pounding work.
But you can still make it.
Yeah.
If others did, like, come on.
I would not give up how I overcame my injuries, how I overcame being in a wheelchair, how I became one of the top fitness people in the world, and sharing my story to the world. And knowing where I am now, I am extremely happy.
I'm happy for you too.
Thank you, Lucas.
Man.
I appreciate that, man.
It is a lot.
Working with this guy is amazing.
Not really, but I appreciate that.
I make it easy.
I also have a very interesting story with fitness stuff, but I'm gonna tell you guys later, in another video. So what's your plans for future goals?
Well, right now I'm working to get to a big campaign in let's say fragrance, or also I want to really work with like sport, like Under Armour, Nike, and embody the whole
nice brands.
Yeah, I really want to do that.
Grow from that.
But right now I'm getting ready for Miami Swim Week because I want to walk in Miami Swim Week. So that's why I've been cutting so much in the past month.
And you feel you see the progress?
I see the progress a lot. Yeah.
Nice.
Progress. Live life as a progress each day. If you live life in a progress each day, you will see a difference each day.
That's what I tell my friends too. Like some of my friends, they feel stuck. They cannot move from where they are. It's like, you need to, first step is like, you want to do it, so you really need to make it forward. You need to start that. And then from that beyond, like, I'm pretty sure you're going to get it, because that's something that you have in your mind, and mind is powerful.
Your mind is powerful, but, you know, people that are stuck, like you're saying, they're in quicksand. They're in quicksand. They can't see their footprint into the next level because they're stuck. They're in that quicksand. How do you get them out? How do you get them out? It's not about how you get them out. It's about how they get themselves out. They calm down and they think in their mind that it's important that you get yourself out of the quicksand. You rise. And then you make footprints and the first steps to the next level.
Oh my
then
gosh.
and level and level and level. You can level up each time.
And it feels amazing. When you actually can do that, it feels really, really great.
It really
I hope
does.
you guys can do like whatever your wish is. I hope you can make it, because you can. Just believe in yourself. You can do that. Alright, my friend. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to have you over.
Pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Hope to have you here again.
Yeah,
on the channel.
of course.
Thank you guys for watching our video. Make sure you follow him. You're gonna have a YouTube channel soon, okay?
Yeah.
You need to have one.
Yeah.
But follow him on Instagram and all the social medias. And follow me too, by Lucas Senna on Instagram, and Lucas Senna by all the social medias. Guys, make sure you subscribe on this channel here. Give thumbs up. You guys know what I know to do. And in the comments down below, I'm gonna be answering you guys as soon as I can.
Live a lifestyle, healthy lifestyle. That's what all I have to say. It's not a sad story, it's a rocky story.
I like that.
Ciao.
Have a good one. Ciao. See you next video. How you like it?
That was great.
Easy, right?
Yeah, it was nonchalant. It was great.
We didn't have any
How did I do?
anything. Yeah, you did great. You did great. Just point here this way. like this. Yeah, you guys can click on this ones too.